It's already starting. I'm at a rental property, so they're having high humidity issues. We were just here doing maintenance and everything's working fine. This one's got 58%, which is fine. 50 to 60%. And Florida's good. It's not very hot outside, like 70 degrees maybe. This one was at 63. I just kicked it on. It's already down to 61. I'm checking temp split. And just see right now it's saying it's 60 at the return. But that temp split's pretty low. It could be better, that's for sure. So I'm going to double check static pressure. Go ahead and take this on. Zero it. Just to zero, you just click it once real quick to zero the static pressure. And then I'm going to just use the same hole just to see what the static pressure is. So that supply static looks good. So we might need to go check refrigerant again. We're at 16 degrees, which is bare minimum. About 15 to 20 is a rule of thumb, like back in the day, or 22. My rule of thumb I like to go by is 18 to like 22. 20 being pretty much perfect. And right now it's not performing that great, so I'm gonna go check the pressures and then we'll come back to this and see what's going on. Apparently we just checked all this and it was good to go running as designed, so let's go back out and see what we got going on. Run for a little bit and see what our Supco is. See what it's asking for. It is asking for 10 degree. And we're pretty close. It's kind of cold outside, so I wouldn't want to add any. Right there. We're at 16.6 delta. just dropped down. It's dropping now. That's pretty low on the superheat. I might add a little bit. See what happens with the temp split. These holly bushes. Whew. Okay, how I add refrigerant. Suction. I'm going to take this probe off and I'll add a T. T right here. Put it on. Probe it. And then here I will close this. Sure it's all closed. And then I will bleed it. And then hook it to it. Open that valve before we start adding so the pressures are reading. And I'm going to add and see if the subcool changes, which is bouncing. Tells me it's contaminants in the system from install. We didn't install these. Another company did. But I'll get it close to 10. Right there. See, it didn't take much at all to make that thing work right. Alright, now we're going to check the temp split, see if it goes up or down. Let it run for a bit and we'll recheck it. Alright. It just kicked off, so I think it's satisfied. I gotta run back inside. We got Honeywell T10 thermostats on here, and I'm pretty sure I cranked it down pretty far, so either it's satisfied or this float switch has got issues. So we'll see what's going on. It's satisfied at 67 already. Man, what we got here? 1.5 ton system. I think it's only ducted for this room. We got 4 vents. Let's see what the square footage is of this room real quick. At 21 by 21. I'll lift my phones outside. We'll go do the calculation. I think this is fine. The refrigerant stuff looked fine, so I'm gonna do some more airflow tests. I'm gonna go take my stuff off and make sure that's not oversized or undersized or what's going on. If I just need to adjust the fan speed. So I got this 1.5 ton system on 441 square foot. Unless it's doing this. So I'm gonna climb in the attic, double check the ductwork, and see what it's actually cooling. Instead of guesstimating and assuming this or that. We're gonna climb up in y'all can climb way back there and see what we got. Gonna have to come back behind a tech. I try to do a thorough job and make sure we ain't coming back again. It's getting tight in here. Look, there's some insulation missing there. Got hot air intrusion over that. Exposed wiring. It's alright, we'll just help them out a little bit. So this is that one AC here, but that's not the small one. Here's the other AC here. And it is 1, 2, 3. Yes. It is only cooling that one room. That's all it's doing. We got some exposed ductwork here. Here, I'm going to take this off. Got some exposed ductwork there. Pulling in hot air. Insulation could have been a little bit better. Really short, and we only got 4 things coming off, so we'll see. Alright, so I think it is safe to say that unit's oversized. We got 4 6x10 supply vents. The return is big enough, plenty. It's 1.5 ton system, and for a 440 square foot room. It's got plenty of windows, so 440 be around 9,000 BTUs. Windows may push it up to 10,000 BTUs needed. So I think it's oversized, the system. 1 ton would be slightly oversized. 1.5 I think is too oversized, so it probably needs like a 1 ton with like a low fan speed or something. So the only reason why it made me even check all that is because how fast it was at 75 when I started putting my stuff in there, and how fast it reached 70 or 67 degrees. So it doesn't even have enough time to pull the humidity out. So that's why the humidity is so high in there. Either they can replace it with the right size system, maybe add some ductwork here and there, just to help, like a couple vents in the hallway, just to help with the airflow, or add a dehumidifier to help, well, with the humidity. So I'm gonna give them options, but I think that's our issue. The other hallway unit seems to be working fine, so I think that's our main issue there. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.